Everything sports related. Breaking news, fantasy advice, score updates, weekly thoughts, and more. This is the Sports Juice Network.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when and how you are listening to this podcast, okay? What is going on, Juice Tribe? This is the Juice Man back, or the Juicer, whatever you want to call it. I think I'm gonna go with Juicer. This is the Juicer. You know, I like to juice the sports together, make them blend when they got to do, okay, that don't make any sense, but welcome back. This is the Sports Juice Network. You know the Sports Juice Network, where we sit, we talk about sports, and we just have a good time. Now, of course, this is a podcast, so you can't see the juice. Just know I got it right here. I am sipping on it, having a good little beverage. Okay, now, first things first, okay? First things first, Sports Juice Tribe. We got about 6 things we're going to talk about, okay? So let's hop right on into this thing, right? Now, first up on my list, okay? March Madness has begun today. It's on, baby. So if your brackets weren't set or your picks weren't locked, then you probably missed out, okay? March Madness is up and is officially running, okay? Last time I checked, I believe LSU beat Yale, okay, if I'm not mistaken. I believe, what's next? Who won? Hold on, let me check. I forgot. Let me do my little check. I'm going to give you guys the wrong information. That'd be bad. Yeah, so LSU beat Yale 79-74. Very close game. Then Minnesota beat Louisville. Nobody was really expecting Louisville to lose that game, but they did, in fact, lose that game. All right, so that's just a couple things. Okay, there's games going on right now. There's going to be games going on tomorrow. There's going to be games going on all week long. So if you haven't already, check out March Madness. Download the app. Get those brackets going. You remember, if you got all the picks right, you will win $1 million, which nobody has never done. All right, so hopping right on into this thing, man. Robert Kraft, number 2 on my list. Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft is the Patriots owner / GM. Yeah, you might not remember, but probably about a month ago, he had charges brought against him for allegedly going into a sex trafficking ring where he went in, paid for a service, came out, left happy as can be. Right before a playoff game, in fact, which is kind of weird and nasty for his age. All right, that's not the point. The point is, his case has been going ongoing, and recently he had got a plea offer. And I'm like, okay, let's check this out. What is it about? I'm curious. I'm real curious. The plea offer states, if Robert Kraft admits that he would lose his case on trial, then they will go ahead and drop charges, and it will seal the video. Now, listen, what kind of message? I've never heard that. All I'm going to say is, look, the dude, Patriots, is good, so his lawyers must be even better. Okay, I've never heard of a plea deal where you literally admit that, yeah, I would have lost that case. Yeah, and then they drop all charges. Like, come on, man, I would admit that, and I didn't even do anything, and I don't plan on doing anything no time soon, okay? Well, excuse me. I don't know what else to tell you guys about that, but that's enough of that, okay? Number 3, no, we're going to skip that. We're going to come back to that. Let's talk Mr. Le'Veon Bell. Mr. Le'Veon Bell, the new Jets running back with that $11 million contract, $112 million a year contract, I believe. Is it 12 or 13? I don't know. Anyway, you know, of course, he did his first interview and yada, 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 and he came out and he talked bad about Ben Roethlisberger. He pretty much said everything AB was saying. So at this point, I'm just going to believe everything they've been saying, because if you got 2 players saying the same thing about the Steelers organization, then it must be true. That's the best way I can put it, okay? He pretty much said Big Ben is selfish. Big Ben is not a leader like everyone thinks he is. And long story short, if it's not Ben's way, it's not the right way, and he will lose that game. Like, according to Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, they say that Ben Roethlisberger actually fumbled that ball on purpose just to, pee off Todd Haley. And I was like, yo, if he did that, then he wrong for that, man. But long story short, he's just like, hey, I gotta get up out of here, man. They don't treat you with respect. They don't treat you like a human. The GM, the owner, none of these guys are respectful. They want Big Ben to lead everything, and Big Ben is not a good leader in their eyes. So, I mean, I honestly believe it all, because at this point, there has been no one who has come to Ben Roethlisberger's defense. So, I mean, I believe them. I mean, if they say all that's happening, I believe it. I mean, if they say players are unhappy, I believe it. No one has stepped forward and said, no, man, you guys are just tripping. You're prima donnas, man. Ben Roethlisberger's a good league. No one has said that. So, I mean, I guess if the shoe fits, wear it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, listen, this is the Sports Juice Network, Sports Juice Podcast Edition. I'm actually going to do something different for you guys. I'm going to actually have, in the video that you can see, I'm going to have the timestamps of what I'm talking about. So if you came to this video just to listen about Le'Veon Bell, then go boom, it's at 2 minutes, 35 seconds, something like that, okay? Just make it easy on you guys, all right? Next, and I'm going to touch back on all these topics I'm talking about because they're all real serious topics, okay? But I think the main reason why I honestly did this video was because of Mr. Mike Trout. You don't know Mike Trout? Center fielder for the Angels, okay? He recently inked a 12-year, $430 million deal.
Bring up Mike Trout.
Whew, man, if I was making that shmoney, no, listen, that man got paid shmoney. If I had that type of shmoney, I probably wouldn't be doing this. Okay, that's not the point. I love sports. The point is, Mike Trout got paid, man. Like, I'm talking paid. All right. And so when he gets this type of contract, and here's the big thing for me. Okay. I've been watching free agency. I've been listening to free agency all day long. I've been hearing contracts thrown left and right from NFL players. I honestly felt a couple days ago, before this contract came out, that NFL players are finally getting their due justice. Like, I'm going to tell you, these guys are getting paid. We got $88 million thrown to Nick Foles for like 3-4 years. We got $84 million thrown to Landon Collins, who everyone considers a box safety. You know, we got $56 million getting thrown to Tyrann Mathieu, who tore both of his ACL. I mean, I was like, you know, yo, these boys are finally getting their due justice. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I was excited. I was happy. But, you know, MLB went and shut everybody up with their contracts, okay? Now, there's been a couple NFL players, most recently from the Indianapolis Colts, who said, listen, on the real, why aren't we getting paid this money? And so I'm going to answer that question for him. I'm going to answer this question for you fans, okay? I'm going to tell you why NFL players don't get paid money like MLB. There's kind of like 4 reasons why, okay? Reason number 1, there is no cap salary. There is no max contracts in the MLB, which means they don't have a limit on how much they have to give their players. They can give their players however much they want. It's all up on them in the organization. They can say, hey, I like you. You a good player. 15-year, $500 million contract, something like that. They can just throw that out all day regardless, okay? And I think it's actually really, really nice. And of course, the NFL does, okay? And the NFL has a salary cap, and primarily for one reason being, the owners. The owners implemented the salary cap back a long time ago, okay? They're like, hey, look, we're going to need a salary cap on this because we need to make our money. If we ain't making our money, nobody making money. But, I mean, apparently the MLB don't have one. They got owners, and they owners still making money. So, I mean, how you put that? Number 2, the MLBPA is a strong union. It is very strong. Like, them players, hey, listen, they don't be taking no for no answer, man. Now, you do have the NFLPA. The NFLPA is very prominent. It's actually getting stronger and stronger as the years go by because they're starting to stand up for things they believe in. But it's not as strong as the MLB. MLB don't play no games, man. When them players say they want something, they want it, okay? All right. Number 3, in the MLB, Major League Baseball, I believe those guys play roughly 100 to 160 something games. 162 if I'm not mistaken. That is a lot of games. So if you sitting here and thinking like, yeah, they about to get a 5-year, $25 million contract. No, it don't work like that. Them dudes play 160. Do you know how many games? They playing like 3 games a week, bro. Back to back, double nighters, double headers, whatever you want to call it. They're playing back to back. It's crazy, man. But oh, we got some breaking news. Oh man, breaking news. We gonna talk that breaking news coming up in a couple minutes. Okay, we're gonna hit that breaking news I just saw. But yeah, NFL. What, you got 16 games, including playoffs. You got roughly 18, 19 games. That's not much to say that the NBA, you play like 82 games. Like I said, the MLB, you play like 100 or something games. That's a lot of games. So it's a lot of wear and tear. So that's why those players get paid. Now, here's where I feel as if the NFL honestly can play these players. Here's my reasoning behind that, okay? Booyah! The MLB brings in an annual revenue of $10 billion. $10 billion. That is a lot of money, okay? So, all right, before I touch on that, the NFL brings in $14.5 billion. I'm going to say it again for those who didn't hear me. You better get your earphones on. You better get your volumes up in your car because we about to get real and dirty at the end of the day, okay? We about to get into the nitty gritty. We're going to discuss this stuff. This stuff has to be said. It has to be known, okay? The NFL is bringing in an estimated revenue of $14.5 billion. 14, I'm going to say it again, $0.5 billion.
Oh my God.
The MLB is bringing in $10.5 billion. The MLB is bringing in $10 billion, and they're throwing around 10-year, $330 million contracts, 12-year, $430 million contracts. And NFL is bringing in 14.5, and I think the highest contract so far is like $130-something. And I think that's, who was it? Who got that contract, man? Dang it. Who got that contract? Hold on, we're gonna talk about this. Let's see. I forgot. Let me get my computer out. You know, I got the juice, but I forgot to get the computer. So let me go and get my computer out. Let me see who got that contract. Let's see. Sorry for the delay. I'm gonna play some tunes in the background for y'all. I told you it's a podcast. We don't got time to edit nothing. We don't edit. And my laptop died. So, yep, that's that on that. So, it's a quarterback, I can tell you that. I don't know if it's Aaron Rodgers or not, but it is a quarterback, and he got the contract. That's all I'm going to say. But, so, I mean, long story short, these NFL players, they can get mad, which they have every right to get mad. They can go and hold out, but it's not going to change nothing. These owners are too strong-minded. I mean, like was it the Houston Texans owner or somebody? It was one of those owners who came on and said, we can't allow the prisoners to run the prison. We can't allow the prisoners to run the prison. What do you mean you can't allow the prisoners to run the prison? Dude, get out of here with all that, man. So that's just to go to show you the way they think. And like Le'Veon Bell and AB said, they don't treat us like we're human. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys out here laying in line for their team, you know what I'm saying? And these owners are billionaires. And these players, man, they get out the league and they barely have money to even support themselves. Now, I'm not saying things didn't go right, investments didn't go right, and they sat here and bought every which thing they could have bought. But it's just, man, listen, it's crazy to me, all right? It's crazy to me because I just feel like at this time, man, everybody who play professional sports should be getting paid, man. These guys put their time in. It starts when they're young, little league, on up, college. And don't get me started on college with the NCAA commercial. Whew, I don't know what you want me to say about that. Listen, they paid those actors way more money than they have ever given a college athlete. I don't want to talk about this. This is going to have to be another podcast. That's a big issue. We're not talking about that. No. Get back on topic. Heading down to Los Angeles, okay? You know Los Angeles, nice and sunny. You get the drop top going. You get the music playing. Get your little easy, that's probably too old for these young kids out here. Get your little, who in L.A.? What's a good rap in L.A. right now? I don't know. Nah, I'm not saying Blueface. That dude don't even, listen. If he want, I don't know. But we're not talking about it. We're talking about sports. Anyway, recently, I've been hearing a lot of speculation about LeBron James trade rumors. Cut it out. It's not happening, nor should it happen. And if it does happen, then you can just laugh at the Lakers organization for the rest of the lifetime. You cannot trade LeBron James. Well, first of all, what's a good reason for trading LeBron James? Why? Because he coaches his own team? Like, you can't trade the best player in the world right now. It just doesn't make sense. I'm not even going to talk about that because we shut that down. What? It's his first year on the team. Listen. Everybody's in panic mode right now because the Lakers didn't make the playoffs. Oh, freaking woo. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, okay, they didn't make the playoffs. Okay, cry me a river. It's his first year on the team. They have a very young core. They have players injured. LeBron was dang near injured for 2 months, okay, off that growing injury that he suffered. So, I mean, there's not much you can do with that, okay? I know a lot of people throwing hate at Magic Johnson saying, oh, he's retarded for letting D'Angelo Russell go to the Brooklyn Nets. He traded D'Angelo Russell, and D'Angelo Russell is having a career of his lifetime right now. That is true. But non-athletes and non-people who pay attention to sports don't realize that sometimes a change of scenery is best for a player, okay? He wasn't good in LA. Oh, whoop-de-doo. He went to New York. Guess what? Boy, balling out. I mean, let's go to the NFL. Let me see. Hakeem Nicks, for instance. Hakeem Nicks played for he's a defensive tackle. He played for the Saints for like 5 years. Contract time rolled around. They say, we ain't resigning you. You suck. He said, bet. I'm going to the Bears. Played the Bears under that little contract he had. Guess what? Dude is a Pro Bowl defensive tackle right now. And everybody's looking like, why did the Shanks let him go? I'm like, well, because he wasn't producing with us. That's why we let him go. Okay, sometimes a change of scenery is best for a player. You know, Drew Brees. I mean, I know he got injured and injured that shoulder, but let's be honest. Drew Brees came in the ones like it was nothing. They won a Super Bowl. All right, so don't blame. Well, actually, you can't blame Magic because he do got some fault in this. But yeah, other than that, now the only trades that I think that should happen for the Lakers is literally Lonzo Ball. I think Lonzo Ball needs to get out of there. He got to go. Lonzo Ball got to get from under his dad, man. His dad's messing him up. Like I said, I love LeVar, but LeVar, Mr. Never Lost. Never lost. He doing a little too much right now. I think it's time for Lonzo to like expand his horizon. Like going into the league, his dad put that target on his shoulder, and he didn't really live up to the expectation, which is kind of crazy because he can actually play ball. He good. He's smart. He's a good facilitator. He can assist the ball, pass the ball. He can do all that. He can dunk. He's a good player. He's not aggressive enough, but some people got that grit in them. Some people don't. It's just that's how it goes. Okay. But I think it's best if they trade Lonzo. Lonzo got to get out of LA. Lonzo got to leave California because if he don't, then it's not going to be good for him. Okay. That's my heartfelt opinion. You guys can disagree if you want to. I honestly don't care. That's my opinion. I'm sticking by it. Okay. I hope if he does get traded, or he's not going to release him. If he does get traded, I would hate to see him go to the Suns just because his dad wants him to go to the Suns because I'm trying to build a dynasty. I want all three of my boys. Somebody going to take all three of my boys. We're going to build a dynasty. Can it happen? Yes, it can. Will it happen? Yeah, it's just slightly. I mean, I highly doubt it. I mean, unless we finna have like a zombie tech or something. Nah, I got that off that one movie. Y'all should watch that movie. All right. But, yeah, I think he needs to, I honestly think they should have traded him to New Orleans. Like, hello. Like, they didn't really have a point guard down there. Like, go ball, bro. Like, you tripping. I think he should have went to New Orleans. But if anything, I think he needs to change the scenery. I think he needs to leave LA and get away from his dad. I'm not saying his dad's a bad influence. I'm just saying his dad talked too doggone much for me. I mean, like I said, it was good coming out of college because he literally talked his son into being the second overall pick. He pretty much told the Lakers they was taking his son. The Lakers said, okay, we'll take him. So, I mean, I can't fault him too much. But now it's at a point to where it's like, all right, shut up and play ball. Yeah, shut up and play ball. I don't want to hear nothing. I just want to see you play ball. I want to see if he's as good as everyone says he is, okay? And this little injury-prone stuff that Lonzo got going on, listen, Lonzo is not injured. I can guarantee it. Okay, yeah, he had a little knee injury or foot injury. Lonzo is not injured. Lonzo decided himself to shut himself down for the rest of the season because if he does get traded, in fact, he can be fully healthy for that next team, okay? In the words of LeVar, Luke won't turn my son into a loser. So I think in his mind, he'll lose it. If he really that weak-minded, then, I mean, there you go, but I doubt it. But if he's in that loser mentality, then that's the reason why he's sitting out because he's like, I'm not about to go out here and embarrass myself. So, woo, boy, I've been ranting, okay? I ain't gonna make the video that long on y'all, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we trying to, hey, listen, I have to say this stuff. I have to get this stuff out because it's good content for you guys. Like I said, I love talking about sports. I love you guys talking sports back to me. I like to broadcast this stuff, baby, okay? So, without further ado, this is the Sports Juice Network with the Sports Juice Podcast Edition. This is episode 3, I believe, okay? If you haven't already, follow your boy on Instagram, follow your boy on Twitter, like your boy's Facebook page, and be sure if you want to be a part of the Juice Tribe, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. Now, you probably say, what is the Juice Tribe? The tribe is my family, baby. That's my supporters. That's my fans. That's my peoples. That's my peoples, you know what I'm saying? I call them my tribe. That's my tribe, you know, the little heritage, you know, something slight. But if you want to be a part of the Sports Juice Tribe, go ahead and subscribe, man. Hit that subscribe button for me. Share the page, man. I can't be the only one out here that likes sports, you know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, like I said, good morning to you guys, good evening, good night, depending on where you at, what time frame you in, what time you gonna watch this video, what dimension you live in, I don't know, okay? This has been another episode of the Sports Juice Network, and I thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you.